is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, but it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as you're looking at a 3rd and 10. The play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as the defense nowhere to be found now. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jared Goff and the Lion offense heading out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass. As they'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. DeAndre Carter back deep. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham, 31 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. This brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. On 1st and 10, Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Goff throwing again. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and inches, Goff. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now,
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now gone. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. From the 50, it's gone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again, Goff. And Sharp calls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. He got 29 yards that time. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. But it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Again, Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. From the red zone now. Goff. Shark's got it left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's right. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Swift, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Now gone. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. It's Eckler again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 2nd and 11 now. Up the middle with Eckler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. What a finish in this one, Charles.